Man, what's up? So it's your boy Damon. We back with another video today watching Dragon Ball Chaos crossover Z Cell Saga Part 3. Alright, man, we here. By Damon What If. Shout out to Damon What If, of course. And yeah, we were here, man. We're ready to get into it, man. The story's been beautiful so far, so we better get into it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's go.
3 days before May 12th, Tails gets a letter from the one and only Dr. Eggman. He flies over to Sonic's as fast as he can for him to read it. Sonic rips open the letter with it reading,
"Guess what, Z Fighters? I've finally developed the ultimate weapon with a partner you know all too well. In 3 days, we will conquer the world. Think you can stop us?" Sincerely, Dr. Eggman.
This is his big announcement for taking over the world, eh? Sounds like an invitation to party.
Of course, with the warning from the future 3 years ago, our Z-Fighters are already more than ready for the android invasion from 17 and 18, with most of our heroes finally meeting together on Angel Island the 3 days later. Now it's been more than a year since our heroes last saw each other, after the battle with Emerald that ended in his unfortunate sacrifice. The warriors all took his death as extra motivation to get stronger than ever before, pushing themselves to their limits, especially Gohan.
Wow, Gohan, I barely even recognized you. You're so tall now. Ugh, that's
What
not
the hell?
fair.
Aunt Amy? I barely recognize you now. You're a mom? When did this happen?
Amy has in her arms little baby Silver. Amy looks over at Sonic, who is pretty much just as shocked as everybody else.
Ames? Amy Rose? You had a kid? You're over me! I can't believe it! I thought the day would never come.
Sonic cheers out as he rushes over to praise the young child. Amy smacks Sonic around, saying that she's been over him for a long time now. The father of Silver is, of course, Shadow the Hedgehog, who the others pretty much knew from the chaos energy they could sense from the boy.
Ah, Laura Sue will love having a little training buddy.
Who's Laura Sue?
My daughter?
Everybody just stares blankly at Knuckles, wondering when the hell this happened. Pretty much after he came back to life and met Julie Sue. They hit it off right away, so she's roughly around 3 or close to it around now.
I don't remember hearing about her Trunks and Silver. Did we change history again?
After the huge shock of Amy and Knuckles both having children, Bulma then flies onto the island to visit the android fight as well, showing off her child, little baby Trunks.
Aww.
The others nearly faint at this revelation, except for Goku and Piccolo, who are just laughing at the others' reactions.
Okay, after this, we really need to start keeping in contact more.
Mysteriously, Shadow and Vegeta aren't here yet, with Bulma immediately getting upset and cursing him out, saying he took off into space shortly before Trunks was born to go train and hasn't seen him since. Though, thankfully, Shadow isn't too much of a deadbeat dad, as right now he's out searching for the Chaos Emeralds with Team Dark
Vegeta's not a
after
deadbeat,
the
though.
battle
Don't
with
do that.
Emerald,
Don't do
as
that.
they were scattered around the planet once more in a metal virus explosion. Bulma and Amy have the little babies meet each other.
Why did you bring your kids here anyways? This is supposed to be when we all get killed, right?
Bulma yells that she never saw Frieza or Black Doom the whole time she was on Namek, and wants to get a good look at some action if she really does have to die. Plus, she has one of them to protect her. Amy has brought along Cream the Rabbit to stay here and watch Silver, as she's definitely a capable fighter on her own. Sonic remembers her from a couple months back when he rescued her mom, Vanilla, from one of Eggman's badnik plots. So he tells Krillin that he trusts her. Cream thanks Mr. Sonic for trusting her, as she'll stay here to watch all the babies if she has to. And speaking of the babies, where are their future selves? Surely they should be here for this, right? This moment was one of the moments they said that they'd interfere for, as now they don't need to worry about preventing themselves from being born. Talking about the future warriors gets Bulma and Amy to both look down at their sons and look at the silver hedgehog and purple-haired boy. Wait a second. Before they can think any harder on it though, an explosion rocks the entire island, with the group all looking up to see flames in a nearby town.
Crap, that area is populated. Why aren't they going for the Master Emerald?
That just gives us an excuse for once to skip the pleasantries and crack this rotten egg wide open.
Come on, guys, it's time to party.
Our heroes all fly off into the city to search for the androids. Unfortunately, they realize they won't be able to sense their energy, and they don't even know what they look like, so they're going in blind. Yamcha searches through the zone as he sees dead bodies all around him. He tries to ask around for help, with one of the civilians giving him a weird look. He notices on its head the red ribbon symbol. Yamcha yells out and begins to raise his energy to alert the others, but is cut off by a hand piercing his chest. Yamcha spits blood as he is raised into the air, screaming out by Metal Sonic. The others hear Yamcha's screams and begin to feel his energy decreasing. Sonic is on the scene in a split second, horrified at the unexpected android in front of him.
Metal.
Even after all he did for them on Namek, here is Metal Sonic with his arm through his friend. Sonic slams into Metal, getting him off of Yamcha. Sonic then catches Yamcha and rushes him off to Cream to get him to safety. Metal Sonic barely moved from Sonic's attack, almost as if he let him take Yamcha away. Krillin rushes over to where he sensed Yamcha's failing ki, with an old man yelling out his name. Krillin turns to look at the man, wondering how he knows his name. However, he notices the red ribbon symbol on his hat. In his confusion, he doesn't notice the figure rushing directly at him to slice him in half. However, Gohan made it in front of him to block the attack. Gohan and Krillin both stare out in shock to see that it's Metal Goku, fully repaired from Namek. He blasts at them both, with Gohan grabbing Krillin and moving out of the way. The rest of the Z-Fighters then finally converge onto the scene, with Metal Sonic rushing in next to Metal Goku, as Dr. Gero walks up behind them.
Good. You two did just as you were told.
You!
The Z-Fighters all stare on to see these androids in front of them. 19, 20, Metal Sonic, Metal Goku, and finally...
Welcome to the end of the line.
There's our giant talking egg of the hour. So, the androids were our metal copies all along. Not too much of a surprise, considering your big ego. Even did a little remodeling with them, too. Congrats on the new metallic sheen. But gotta break it to you, Eggster. They're not gonna cut it this time.
Interesting. They knew we would appear here, not we were androids. Why? Answer me!
I invited them, of course, Gero. Can't have a final battle without anyone to fight.
Eggman, you tool! You are supposed to take the Master Emerald, then go to them.
You must admit, it's much more fun this way.
Wait! Before we do this, let's move locations. There's too many innocents here.
You're right, Goku. There are far too many. Fix that, Metals.
Metal Sonic and Metal Goku take off to kill all the civilians around, with the Sonic heroes taking off to immediately stop them. Goku, however, just stands there and yells out at Gero.
Fucked up in my
monster, I won't let you get away with this.
Goku yells out with a yellow aura surrounding him, as he transforms into his legendary Super Saiyan form, shaking the entire island once more in his energy.
The fabled Super Saiyan of legend. Too bad that power doesn't hold a candle to the androids we've created. Dr. Gero is...
I know he is, and he's gonna pay for what he did to my friend!
The other Z-Fighters watch on in shock as Gohan's power rises and rises, with him finally exploding into his own golden aura. Gohan has become a Super Saiyan alongside his father. Gohan walks up alongside Goku, ready to battle alongside him to take down the androids. However, he notices that his dad is acting strangely. He's breathing really heavily, and while he knows it takes a lot to become a Super Saiyan, he hasn't really done anything yet. So why does he seem so exhausted?
Just like we practiced, Gohan.
Oh, yeah, sure, Dad. I'll take Gero. Me and him have a score to settle.
Gohan decides that he trusts his father enough, so they both go in to fight the androids, with Eggman yelling out for Android 19 to protect him, as 19 flies up and catches Goku's attack. Goku begins to feel even more tired all of a sudden, more so than he already did. what's going on with him. He punches himself out of 19's grip, then begins a barrage of attacks against him, which 19 seems to be able to tank pretty well. Gohan rushes in against 20, with Jiro laughing at him that he never expected Gohan to grow so much over the demise of his friend. Gohan yells at him to shut up, launching a Masenko in his face. Jiro sticks out his hand and absorbs the entire attack in his hands. Gohan is shocked as Jiro bursts out energy, rushing back in, headbutting him in the face. Gohan flies back, with that attack feeling a lot more powerful than the others he just used. Did he just absorb all of the power of his attack? Gohan continues to battle with Jiro, and notices that whenever Jiro gets a grab on him, he slowly begins to feel his energy being taken away.
Dad, stay away from their hands! They absorb your power!
They absorb power? You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, what's wrong with Goku? Did that air droid absorb too much of his energy already?
It can't be that. He's barely been grabbed. I don't understand. Gohan seems to be holding his own just fine, and I think he got grabbed more.
Goku begins to slow more in battle, breathing heavily and grabbing at his chest.
It's his heart, the disease from the future that boy mentioned.
What? Didn't the medicine help him?
I've been with him through most of our training, and he's never shown any symptoms at all, which is probably why he didn't take it yet. Why didn't he take it yet?
Are you serious? They're going to kill him. I have to get down there.
Sonic, get over here! You have to help Goku!
The Sonic heroes are currently busy trying to fight off Metal Sonic and Metal Goku combined.
Ooh, a little more advanced than the last time we fought, Metal. Damn, you pack a punch.
Metal Sonic doesn't answer, continuing to race alongside Sonic and mow him into the ground.
Oh, you think you're so big and tough being the strong and silent type, eh? Let's see about that strong part then.
Sonic erupts into his super form, spin dashing into Metal Sonic, homing off of him to kick Metal Goku into the face. He kicks out his Sonic Boom attack onto Metal Goku to send him launching into the dirt, then blitzes over to the others to see what's going on. He arrives to see Goku slam back into the ground, reverting back into his base form. He blitzes over to get 19 off of him, but Metal Sonic rushes in front of Sonic, slashing at his face. Sonic punches him away, but Metal dodges all of his strikes, then kicks Sonic away. Sonic looks on, wondering how Metal could have damaged him like that, when he realizes the change in Metal. He's now golden, just like him. He's in his own super form. Metal Goku appears to grab Sonic from behind, powering up with his hair rising up, turning gold, with him transforming into his own version of a Super Saiyan as well. Metal Sonic blasts at Sonic, with him Chaos controlling away in time, but still getting elbowed away by Super Metal Goku.
How are they able to become super? They don't have any emeralds.
You think I wasn't able to replicate the emerald's energy myself? The amount of chaos drives I was able to extract from the emeralds in my short time with them was astounding. With all the details of the new forms and fighting styles I got from Namek, the Metal Android series is fully unstoppable. They've surpassed the originals.
I am the real Sonic!
Metal Sonic blasts Sonic away from Goku, with Sonic blindsided by how badly these two are actually damaging him.
Oh, so now you decide to talk. It's the same dribble you always used to.
Android 19 then slams on top of Goku, grabbing at his neck, draining more and more energy from him. Goku screams out in pain, with Gohan and the others trying to rush over to help his father. Though, Jiro holds back Gohan, with Metal Sonic slashing the others away. Suddenly, 19 is kicked directly across the face and sent flying off of Goku. A purple beam is then rocketed towards Metal Sonic and Metal Goku, slamming directly into them, sending them flying.
Metals! Who dares?
What was it you said to me all those years ago,
shit.
big man?
The big man,
I'll
you?
show you what real evil is.
Oh no.
Well, get a load of this.
Vegeta fires at a beam directly through Eggman's chest, with Eggman falling out of his aircraft, slamming into the ground. The Z-Fighters stare out in shock as Eggman's head then springs out of his body, revealing that the Eggman here was just a dummy.
A shame. Another puppet.
Vegeta lands next to Goku, staring out at the metal doppelgangers.
Been a long time, you cheap knockoffs. I'm not losing my revenge on Kakarot and the rodent to you inferior pieces of scrap metal. Kakarot, you're a fool for straining yourself like this. When this squabble is over, you're my next target.
Vegeta kicks Goku over to the others, with Krillin catching him and flying off to bring him back home to take his medicine.
Why, thanks for the assist, my not-so-good buddy. But let the big super boys handle this one, okay? Your big bad whisk powers ain't gonna do much good here.
Quit your pestering to me, rodent. You have no idea what powers I'm capable of now. It's up to me to clean up this mess for you.
Vegeta, you amounted to nothing from what I witnessed on Namek. I've made sure that my androids far outstrip the inferior powers of that Black Doom, and you didn't seem to measure up all that much to him.
Ah, shit.
Vegeta rockets into his Super Saiyan state, shocking everybody with how he can become a Super Saiyan as well. He blitzes in front of 19, slicing off both of his hands with a single slash. He then sticks a hand in 19's face to unleash a
Big Bang attack.
19 is instantly vaporized by the attack.
I thought the
with
Big Bang
Vegeta
attack was so
then
cool
turning
back in the
to
day,
smirk
bro.
at Jiro. Jiro looks on horrified.
I was interested in if you puppets felt fear. Thank you for my answer.
Vegeta rushes over to face Jiro as well, with Metal Sonic spin dashing into him. The blades of metal extend into Vegeta's face, cutting at him. He yells out as he throws metal back towards Metal Goku, with Metal Goku dodging and rocking over to slam in Vegeta.
Vegeta, can you still fight?
Ooh, big words for a hunk of trash.
Vegeta clashes with Metal Goku, as Sonic rushes in to continue with Metal Sonic.
This is bad. We didn't anticipate this many Super Saiyans.
The real Eggman, back on board the main Death Egg base, is angered on how he was taken out like a chump that easily. He could just leave Jiro to die, he thinks, but that's not part of the plan just yet, as they still need to get all the Chaos Emeralds if they truly want to win the day. Thankfully, the future upgrades he gave to Metal Sonic and Metal Goku are letting them hold their own with proper super forms. But even that might not be enough to handle them if Shadow shows up or Goku gets better.
Do you need me to deploy your other androids now?
No! They are far too dangerous right now. I can't handle this.
Jiro is then punched across the face by Gohan as he continues to lay into him.
You're not getting away this time. You'll pay for what you did to Emerald.
Even though Jiro thinks that he and Gohan are evenly matched, Gohan seems to be holding the advantage over him with his Chaos abilities.
Doesn't quite sound like you have it handled. If we want the Master Emerald, now may be our last chance.
Don't you dare touch them yet, Eggman. They will only obey me.
Gohan slams Jiro's helmet off, cutting off his communication with Eggman. As he thinks his life's about to end though, he looks up and sees two more figures staring down at them. Two figures he doesn't recognize. The others sense their arrival as well, and turn to see that Trunks and Silver have returned to the battle.
Trunks, Silver, about time you two showed up.
Trunks? That's the name of my son, of course.
Doesn't look like we need much more help anymore, though. Gohan and Vegeta got the androids covered.
They do? Then where are they?
What are you talking about? They're fighting them right now. Vegeta even got one already.
You mean that old guy is one of the androids?
How do you not know?
These aren't the androids we know. I've never seen any of these androids before in my life.
What? Then who are we fighting?
What did they say? That these aren't the right androids?
But if it's not Metal Me, or Metal Goku, or that fat clown, or Mr. McWrinklepants over there, who?
With the group distracted, Jiro fires out a blast as cover with Metal Sonic and Metal Goku grabbing him and speeding off. Sonic quickly fires off his Sonic Wind to get the dust out of everybody's eyes, but as it all clears, they realize that these androids are gone.
Damn it, you morons! You let them get away!
Who even are they? A robot version of Sonic and Goku shouldn't be here. Wait, where's Goku anyways?
Vegeta punches Trunks in the stomach, shocking everybody.
We don't need that clown for this, boy! You tell us those aren't your future tin cans, and you let them get away?
Silver pushes Vegeta away, with Sonic flying up to stop them arguing as well.
Alrighty. Now, we don't know exactly where their lab is, but we did plan for them to fall back to another lab or hideout. You'd know if you were at the meeting we had about today a couple of days ago, Mr. Psycho Grinder.
I will kill you right now!
Killing intent aside, Sal hired the Chaotix to search for any remaining Eggman labs that we've raided in the past. So if we see Jiro or any of the Fakers arrive at any of the Chaotix have charted, we'll know in a flash.
The Chaotix are detectives? I thought they were your royal guardsmen.
Not mine, Silverfish. They used to be good old Sal's. That was until they disbanded and Vector, Espio, and Little Charmy went into the detective gig.
Broke up? The Chaotix were always the royal guard until they were killed by the androids in our time.
Did us traveling in time really change history this much? Because with the androids, and now the Chaotix...
How about this time you let us in on what the right androids look like so we know what to deal with?
The two warriors explain what the correct androids are supposed to look like, with them currently being sealed away in the Death Egg lab. Metal Sonic and Metal Goku arrive with Jiro furious on how Eggman ruined their plans by needing to make it theatrical. The two argue some more on how the other would have gotten it done, with the Chaotix getting a hit on the Death Egg base by detecting their movement. Charmy calls it in to Sally, with her relaying the information to Tails.
Sally just sent me the location. It's the old side of the Death Egg, back when we first faced Metal Sonic and Metal Goku back then.
And where is that?
Guess you'll have to keep up, Principal Psycho Monkeys.
Sonic speeds off, with Trunks and Silver laughing as Vegeta angrily bursts off after him.
I'm staying here. I need to watch over the Master Emerald in case they return.
The rest of the Z Fighters fly off to the location of the Death Egg Zone, with Sonic, of course, making it in record time.
Knock, knock, Eggy. Time for you and your little lab partner to face the music. Open up.
Damn it, Jiro! We need to awaken them, now!
Means we have no choice but to deploy my greatest weapon to get the job done. They better be obedient this time.
Jiro goes over to the pods and grabs his emergency shutdown remote, then goes over to press the controls to awaken his greatest creations. The creations who are destined to destroy this world. The monsters that are Android 17 and 18.
Good morning, Dr. Giro and Robotnik. We see we are needed once again.
We understand you wish for us to kill Sonic the Hedgehog and his friends for you. Allow us to fulfill our programming.
Oh, shit.
My friends, I feel like time may be finally running out.
What are you talking about, Kami? They had the androids on the ropes just a second ago.
It's not Eggman or Jiro's androids I'm worried about anymore. There's something else.
What do you mean, something else?
What is that thing?
What the fuck?
I am Cell.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I know it's called Shell Saga, but I forget about the Cell part sometimes, bro. Like, with this story, this nigga got all these characters. I forgot about Cell. This nigga just roaming around. I don't know how to. I don't even know. Depending on how strong their enemy is so far, man. If Cell get 17 and 18, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Cell about to be powerful as fuck. Oh my god. Anyway, shout out to Damon with it for the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all check out my last reaction right here. Check out another video you might like right here. And I'll catch y'all next time, man. Peace.